Hi, it's Randy Williams, filming from Silicon Valley. This is segment 2 of cross-border investing. We have Mahinder Chugh from Mumbai. It's our 42nd location of 46 locations, chapters throughout the world. So we're going to drill right into it. Let's talk about the benefit of cross-border investing for our companies. Why is it interest having that network effect? And then also let's talk about it for our members and our partners. So let me speak for a moment on our community of entrepreneurs, of which we have over 700 portfolio companies. I'll pick on one that's actually been on the show, Rob Neville of Safara, and he has gone to over 28 of our chapters. He hasn't gone to our Indian chapters yet because he didn't need any more money. But when he does, Chennai was our first chapter, and I believe 6 companies globally have already gone to Chennai. Is that correct, Mahinder?
Yes, Abom is a great example.
Sorry?
Abom is a great example which went to Chennai because he saw very clearly that his, these what we call goggles have a lot of value in the Indian military as well as in the Indian environment. So he says, you know what, at some point of time, I do want to open up India as a market, and maybe I'll have to tweak the product. So why not have an investor into my company who can be my champion for the future? I think it's a very wise move. Similarly, I find quite a few companies over here who look at the second stage of India being a market for them, would like to have some investing from India, and Indians would like to invest in Silicon Valley companies because they see the future of the volumes in India and getting technology from here. So I think it's a great marriage.
Well, let's keep focusing on entrepreneurs, the benefit thereof of using the network, and how entrepreneurs in India are going to use the network effect to travel. But let's talk about the process first. So we have the same process throughout all our locations globally, and that's part of our unique secret sauce. We have great IP, but really the glue is shared deal flow, and that's great to share deal flow, not only with capital but resources. But generally, I'll use Northern California's example. 50 companies a month come to us. Top 10 are selected after they go through the committee system. Entrepreneurs get to interface with somebody who really understands and gets their technology. Fortunately, we have over 300 members in Northern California, and so we always have somebody who can look and vet the opportunity. And then the top 10 companies come to the screening day, which is always 1 week before the forums. Forums go on globally every single month, but it's always the end of the month in Northern California. So the screening day, there's 10 companies, and then there's 25 members only. They get to select the companies, and they have 15 minutes to present, 7-minute core, 8-minute Q&A. We excuse the entrepreneurs, we discuss the companies, we privately vote. And that's very important. I wanted to create a community where no one had a vested interest. Everybody had a say, everybody voted, but nobody's swaying anybody. So 50 down to 10, down to 4. And that's what you saw today. The finalists came today. They have 3 days of pitching. First day is San Francisco North Bay. Second day is East Bay. And Mahinder, thank you for bringing your team all week. And tomorrow, Silicon Valley. And hopefully 4 companies will get funding, or 3 or 2. But also companies that present anywhere in the world. Ask for resources because we have a lot of resources. So let's get back to entrepreneurs in India. How do we introduce them to the network effect?
I think a lot of entrepreneurs in India would look towards product technology here, would look towards market over here, and they have a good resource of doing R&D work over there. Now we become the bridge. We chapter presidents really become the bridge, because if I talk to you, you talk to somebody, and if we interact because we understand our companies, we become the bridge on bringing strategic value to our entrepreneurs in India or to our entrepreneurs here, because not all of them will work from a strategic point of view, but some will. We need to find those which will work from a strategic point of view in both these markets.
And Keiretsu Forum, as most people know, does not take warrants or commissions, so we are legally a facilitator. We can be a champion, but one thing cool about Keiretsu, when you're touting a company as a chapter president, you don't get anything for it because you care. You want to support a great company. And so our chapter president calls are once a month. We're talking about what deal flow is resonating throughout the world. We have a green sheet. We have leadership around the world. This is created by our Toronto team. They created a green sheet. Tell us about the green sheet.
I think it's very interesting because at one glance, you get to see a brief about each transaction, each opportunity, and then quickly we can make out which one will fit where within our sort of environment within the, for example, in the Indian environment, which of these opportunities perhaps would fit in there. What I like the most is a lot of consulting firms give advice. But in our case, we not only match these opportunities, but we have an angel network here, we have an angel network there, where we could bring money to the table which will take it to the next step, not just advice like a consultant.
Where I lost money as an angel investor before I began Keiretsu Forum was when a great company runs out of money. Now, if they're meeting their milestones, there's always capital at Keiretsu. Right. But if you're not meeting your milestones, game over. So continue coming back to us. Use the network effect. Come and give an update. Come to Silicon Valley. Then, obviously go to Mumbai or wherever throughout the world.
That's right.
Okay, so let's talk about, that's companies. I think companies, they get it. They come, they watch, they said, I really get it, or I want to proceed. And we also have an educational component.
Right.
So have you know about our due diligence book?
Yes, I know about the due diligence book, and my whole career I've spent in doing due diligence. Whether it was a project finance transaction or whether it was an M&A transaction, I really appreciate the thoroughness with which you have created this book. At the same time, it has some very simple, quick tips to do an initial screening, which I like very much.
So that book's available for free. Go on our investor tab at Keiretsu Forum or go to Apple bookstores, and it's free for the community watching this. It's over 400 pages, and that's free. Why is it free? Because it's a collection from all of us at Keiretsu Forum. How can I sell something from our members? The secret sauce is and always will be our membership. So we focused on companies let's focus on members. Why should a member be interested in global investing?
It's interesting to say that because most members I know traditionally angel investing was always, I can drive 2 hours to my company. That used to be the philosophy. But people are recognizing that the true value is not necessarily in the neighborhood. Plus diversification of exposure. Also, when you add 2 synergies, like I said earlier, many of companies over here in the tech space have developed certain products whose value can be generated much better in a developing market like India or China, and vice versa. There are products and services that have been developed over there which can be leveraged, and sort of these markets over here can benefit from those. So it's no more driving 2 hours, but it's a matter of understanding how the world is expanding and how the opportunities are expanding. Just like the VCs went overseas. Why not the angels? As a matter of fact, many VCs have vacated an opportunity for us between $2 to $5 million to $10 million. And we're doing a great job of syndicating with other angel investors. So even up to $10 million, example, Severa, $39 million was done just between the angel network. No VCs, no IPOs. That's fantastic.
Yes. And we love the ecosystem capital from VCs, from banks, from venture debt. But if in fact you stay within our network, the money's there if, in fact, you're meeting your milestones. What will be the profile of the perfect member in Mumbai?
Interesting. Like I said, there are 2 kinds of members. One is a techie guy, well-educated, made a company, sold it, got some money, and wants to now spread out and mentor and guide. And what I call him really is a surrogate entrepreneur. He loves the adrenaline rush to be an entrepreneur, but he doesn't want to mess around with the day-to-day stuff. So he's the intelligent, techie guy. But there is also a rich guy whose dad has given him money. He can also invest. So both these guys bring a lot of value to us. One brings more money and less mentorship and guidance. The other guy brings more mentorship and guidance and a little bit of money. But both are very important for the ecosystem.
Well, I love the word relevant, and I love our members being relevant, meaning they can really truly help and guide and mentor with capital and resources. So whoever's listening to this that's in Mumbai, be relevant, Get involved with your community, help these companies, be truly cross-border, ask for resources throughout the world. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's changed my life. My knowledge, I always ask people what their perfect day is. My perfect day is knowledge, learning, giving back, and obviously making good investments. Now, we have in a mature region like this, we ask our members not to invest up to 6 months. And I know new chapters, yes, you need to invest, but we want to protect our members, and we want to protect our members throughout the world. So you're listening to this in India, take your time. There's no rush, right? Entrepreneurs will say there's a rush, but we care deeply about, where we get paid is retention of members by value proposition and bringing great deals. When we say bring great deals, the secret sauce is not me, not you, but it's the members. When you have a robust community, deal flow happens.
Right.
Due diligence happens. Obviously, great exits happen because members invest, and obviously create great resources. My question to you is, how are you going to enjoy the synergies? Where do you think we'll be at in India in the next 4 or 5 years? We have obviously Chennai and Bangalore. And what I like when I was at the Bangalore opening this 6 months ago, the Chennai members came up for that meeting, and they were whispering in my ear, says, I really love Keiretsu, the first 30 members. I said, why? Because I respect people to my left and to my right. And that's kind of the, to me, that's powerful, because you want to have a community of respect.
Absolutely.
So
I think it's our process, our rigorous process, and the discipline, and the fact that we are very focused both on the entrepreneurs and the investors. That is what brings us respect, plus our track record. And I think as we move into other chapters, we take this process to those chapters. We take what you have learned over the years, experienced and improved on, if I may say, over the years. We take it to Chennai, we take it to Bangalore, we take it to Mumbai, and many more.
And what's next in India for us?
Sorry?
What's next for us in India?
I think for us, one I would really say is getting this cross-border investment vehicle perfected, because it's still in the stage of evolution. Evolution in the sense the government is opening up. India used to be always a foreign currency protected environment. It's opening up, it's making it easier. Tax advantages are being given both here as well as there. So a few more deals would give people a lot more comfort, particularly here. I see Indians are comfortable investing here because we have a very good accounting and a due diligence system. But still, I don't see Silicon Valley investors yet comfortable investing in India. We need to get them comfortable.
Yes.
A few more deals will make it fun.
Absolutely. And also comfort zone, too. We like other angel groups' deal, their best deal flow. We've done tons of deals together with our colleagues here in the Valley. In fact, we have a family of funds that top off our best deal flow called Keiretsu Capital.
Yes.
And our first 31 fundings, 25 of them were Keiretsu formed, but they were also, we had other angel groups that we topped off their best deal flow. So are you going to look forward to collaboration of Mumbai Angels and other angel groups when you're in India?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I forgot to mention, Alok sits on the board of India Network Angels. He's our partner.
Yes.
And he is going to be our bridge. And I know the founder of Mumbai Angels. So for us, we follow exactly the same model. The more we network, the more we syndicate, the more we create an ecosystem, we all benefit.
Right.
We all gain.
Great. So we have 1 minute left. So let me summarize in saying it's not perfect. We're always trying to improve. But guess what? The secret sauce will be the community you develop.
Absolutely.
They're going to help guide you.
Absolutely.
Your job description is lead leaders.
Yes.
And you mentioned guys a lot, so we got to have more women. Right?
I agree.
Yeah. And so ironically, some of our great liquidity events last couple of years came from women. One of them was Clarisonic, bought by L'Oreal. That was a 13X.
Wow.
And so we need to see products, we need to see diversity, and we need to see great things come of us. So this, if you want to look at our content-driven shows, just go on YouTube and or go to Keiretsu Forum, and we're doing this every month, and we've had very great guests, and this guest, we look forward to seeing you again, and hopefully we'll do this taping when I come over for your launch.
Absolutely.
When is your launch?
May. We expect this to be somewhere towards the end of May. We would love to have you there, and Indian Institute of Management have agreed to partner with us. We are getting some great partnerships.
Thank you so much for your valuable time today, whoever looked and listened to this, and we look forward to seeing you in India or other parts of the world. Thank you.
Thank you.